Ah, 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 ah. Ooh, that was terrible. That was bad. Oh, man. So, yeah, here is my review of Suicide Squad. The second film in this, well, I guess you could say technically third film when you're counting Man of Steel. So yeah, third film in this DC movie universe, which is a weird way, because I've always thought it was a weird thing. You put Superman and Batman, and it's a whole build-up to the Justice League and DC movie universe, and your second movie isn't Wonder Woman, it's Suicide Squad. Look, even Guardians of the Galaxy, that had to wait till the end of Phase 2 of the Marvel films. Like, they waited to, get the other characters their own films, like, more recognizable characters. And yeah, and you can see some similarities with Guardians, but it's, the bad guys doing good, and of course the soundtrack was very much I feel like they're trying to do, I don't want to say it's completely like Guardians, but there's some inspiration of the whole good guy, bad guys doing good thing. That theme is in here. But, yeah, this movie, this is, I won't say that this is a great film. I won't say that this is a fantastic film. It's a fun movie. I will say openly, it's a fun movie. And if you don't like it, if anyone out there who's watching this doesn't like the film, totally fine. Totally 100% fine. I can understand why people aren't really hyped about this movie. I can understand why. This is more like if anything, it feels more like a matinee, which is weird because I've seen this movie twice late at night. First time with my cousin, and then, as of this recording, I saw it again with my dad because he really wanted to see it. And I was out of town the first time with my cousin in another state. And it's actually, not another state, another town. And it's actually kind of funny because in that theater, I wanted to bring this up because I'm going to forget. In that theater, we met one of the guys working there who was dressed as Jared Leto's Joker, and he was like dead on Jared Leto Joker. He wasn't giving us like rats for gifts or anything. He was just like, it was like 100% legit cosplay, and I was like, how'd you get away with that to do that in the theater? And I guess the dude was the manager, and I guess he could do that? I don't know. But he was totally awesome. Yeah. So, I thought he was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. And this movie is, I would say if you're really interested, just go see it it's a matinee film at best. I can understand why. It's a choppy film, because again, there are some scenes in the trailer that, you don't see in the film. And I'm pretty sure, once again, WB kind of chopped up this movie. So I'm hoping maybe we can get an extended edition with this film. I'm kind of hoping we get a bit more with an extended edition with this film. And a majority of the characters are just there to be there. I feel like, Killer Croc, which is, for those who don't know, Killer Croc is like my second favorite Batman villain. First place going to the Penguin. And he just kind of felt like he was there. Like, they didn't do anything. It was like my second... At least he didn't die. I was afraid constantly he would die. And yeah, I am going to talk about some more spoilers in here. What was I saying? Lost my train of thought. But yeah, a lot of the characters are just kind of there. And, like Captain Boomerang and Katana. The only two characters they really give any shine on is Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, which I think she did great. I think she really nailed it. And Will Smith as, of course, Deadshot. Now, Deadshot's interesting for me because Deadshot's a very interesting and very complex character. And they kind of did something that I kind of figured they would do, was just make Will Smith as Deadshot. Like, it would just be Will Smith playing an assassin. Like, he's not playing Floyd Lawton. However, I will say this. While he is not Deadshot, and no, it's not because, it's because he's black. No, it's not like that. I've seen tons of, different ethnicities play white characters. Of course, like Michael Clark Duncan's Kingpin, he was great. Phil Urich in the Daredevil Netflix series, those are just to name a few. And I thought he did pretty good, but it's kind of like Penguin in Batman Returns. Danny DeVito is totally entertaining as Penguin, but he's not the Penguin we know. And that's the same thing here, where he's playing, Deadshot, and it's a very entertaining Deadshot. And I also loved how they did the homage to the Secret Six cover. I thought that was really cool. They did a cover to one of the Deadshot cover in one of the issues of Secret Six, and I was like, that was pretty cool. And I loved the reference to John Ostrander, and I was like, that's how you do a reference right there. But yeah, even though he's not playing the Floyd Lawton we know, Will Smith is pretty good. I thought he was pretty good as this version's Deadshot. This universe's Deadshot. He knew when to be funny and when not to be. So yeah, Jai Courtney as Boomerang. He's all right. I mean, yeah, like Jai Courtney, he's dull as a rock in most films. But I think that David Ayer and the rest of the writers knew, hey, here's an idea. How about we make him a supporting character and not make him the main focus? Because that would be terrible. And yeah, he kind of works better as a supporting character. I don't get why the unicorn's there, because if you guys know Captain Boomerang, he's not really insane per se. He's just kind of an asshole. And I kind of wish they did the rivalry between him and Deadshot. But I was like, there's enough in this movie as it is. Kitana was cool. I'm not familiar with the actress, though, but I thought she did pretty good. The actor playing El Diablo, he really sold his scenes. And I kind of figured where his story would go, same with Slipknot, where I was like, okay, I know where your character arcs are going to go and what's going to happen to you. Obviously, Slipknot, he dies, because I kind of figured Slipknot would die, because you don't see him a lot in the trailers. I was like, you're the one who's going to get his head blown. Yep, you're the one who got his head blown off. But I think, yeah, Margaret Robbie, she did great, and Will Smith did great. But I think, I forgot to mention this earlier, the one person I think really killed it, and no one really, at least as far as the reviews I've seen, is Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. Oh my god, is she terrible. Like, she brings all of the classic Waller, just intimidation, and just that rigid government feel to it. She was a perfect person to cast for that, because if you've seen the show How to Get Away with Murder, you can clearly see, yeah, I understand why you got cast as Waller now. She just brings all of that, and you just love to hate her, like, vehemently hate her. If that's how you're supposed to do Wallers, you fucking hate the bitch. Anyway, so, I can't remember the actor's name. Joel Kinnaman, I think the actor's name is, for Rick Flag. He did pretty good. The main villain, Enchantress, she was alright. And I wanted to really talk about Jared Leto's Joker. Now, the interesting thing about Jared Leto's Joker is that he's not really the main enemy. He's more like an obstacle or a side plot, really. But the scenes we do get of Jared Leto's Joker, oh my god. Like, you could almost see there was one scene where this guy where he's intimidating one person. And I know there's more to it, because I'm pretty sure they cut out most of the scene, but from what we see, I'm pretty sure the character wasn't just terrified, the actor himself was terrified. And the stuff I've heard about Jared Leto's Joker and his time as Joker for this film, yeah, I would believe it. But he was really good, and I'm really hoping we get to see, scenes with him, and I really want to see Ben Affleck's Batman and his Joker just collide in a Batman film or somewhere. One thing that kind of put me off was that Joker and Harley look like they actually have a romance, which kind of goes against what the whole thing about Joker and Harley is, that Joker doesn't give a shit about Harley, and it's all supposed to be a thing about abuse. Whatever. Maybe we'll see more of that down the line, I don't know. This Joker is very unpredictable. This Jared Leto's Joker is very unpredictable. Still not crazy about the tats, but I kind of looked past it, and I was like, yeah, I want to see more of you. Really, that was kind of how it was. It was like, yeah, I really want to see more of this Joker. Yeah. All in all, this film's alright. It's, for me, if you didn't like the film, that's totally fine, and I can understand why. This film is very jumpy. This is especially at the beginning, where it just feels like scenes are left out, and it just instantly snaps to one place or another. It's almost like a neck break pace. But I think towards the second act, when the film when they start the whole mission, I feel like that's when it kind of centers up. But again, I can understand why people don't like this film, and that's totally fine. Me personally, I liked it. I don't know if I absolutely love the film. I mean, it's a decent film, and if anything, it's matinee price at best. But yeah. All in all, I think I'd give this movie a 3 out of 5. That's just me personally. So you guys tell me, what did you all think of Suicide Squad? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.